Katrina, what is this now? Eh? What kind of brands are this one? If you want to buy something for somebody, but look at me. Look at me. What, these are the kind of shirts you want me to wear? Eh?
So there's been a bout of fresh noise this past week on social media, especially from our BB Niger ex-housemate, ex-housemate, housemate. But you know what? Let's start with Katrina's savage noise. I'm talking about her, should I say naive or petty or savage comment against Nollywood actors and producers. Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Glory Elijah and this is Frank Speaking with Glory. I am the girl with the tea. I've actually missed you guys a whole lot, yes. So first off, what we're gonna do, let's go through Katrina's tweet. It was actually a tweet she put out on Twitter, and a Nollywood actor responded to her. So I looked at this Katrina's tweet and it was quite funny. Let me drop my tea mug. It was quite funny and interesting because I was just going through it and I was asking myself a lot of questions. So let me just go ahead and read it out. You guys can see it right here on the screen of your gadget. Yes. So she said, most Nollywood movie producers / actors have become brand influencers. I don't know, emoji. No latest Nigerian movies on Netflix. Okay, I'm wondering how that relates or connects. BBN housemates don't open their eyes to influencing money. She used the hitting my face emoji, crying and laughing emoji. It's not a competition, you all. Go make us good holiday movies, please. You know, the interesting thing about this Katrina's tweet is it caused me to think for a bit and also carry out a bit of research. You see the part where she said, no latest Nigerian movies on Netflix. Guys, that was the part where I'm like, okay, what does she mean? I always thought about how certain Nigerian movies find their way or make their way to Netflix. And to be very honest, guys, some of them, they are very worthy of the position they have on Netflix, and some of them, to be very frank with you all, it's a no for me. Like, they shouldn't even make their way to Netflix at all because they are horrible. You watch them and you're beating yourself up because you know you just wasted precious time and valuable data to watch crap on Netflix. But that is not the point. The point is, I literally had to go and do research because that part of our tweet, as I said, it made me think that so these days now, any movie that is created in Nigeria, automatically it finds its way to Netflix. You know, that was a question I was asking myself. I've actually been asking myself that question. And so when Katrina made that statement as well, it also expanded my curiosity. So I went ahead and I started doing my own research and I saw some particular website that puts some facts and figures about how Netflix gets to recruit, or should I say feature, some African movies on their platforms. And this particular part actually caught my interest. This one said, Netflix does not accept unsolicited submissions. You have to go through agents, producers, or industry executives with which they are familiar. As one of a select group of agents and aggregators in Africa, Film One handles the legal, technical, finance, operations, and marketing aspect of an African movie's journey to Netflix. Now, on that website, there's actually a whole lot of information, which I'm not going to waste time even talking about on this video because I am still gathering more information about that, which is a very interesting point that Katrina actually raised. But her making that particular statement on her tweet, it just goes to show that she's very ignorant of how this entire thing works. She's completely ignorant of how the process works of getting one's movie to the Netflix platform, guys. So when I saw that particular part of that tweet, I just shook my head and said, okay, sometimes it's actually advisable for people who are kind of ignorant or do not really know things to just keep quiet and just be spectators. And to add salt to injury, I now saw a particular video, just a very short video circulating on the internet of a movie Katrina claimed to have produced by herself back in the day. Was it in 2017? I can't even remember. And guys, I took my time and I watched that video and I asked myself, is this the kind of movie or whatever that Katrina wants to go and put on Netflix? For who to watch, please? Like, I should go and waste my data and watch that, because that thing looked so basic. It looked so raw. Like, it just looked like somebody carried a phone and filmed two people acting crap. I just told myself, Katrina, please, you are an ex-BB Naija housemate. Focus on the small clout that you have and stop trying to put your foot where professionals are thriving, because that video, I don't know what to call that. And if she's thinking that she's going to put that thing on Netflix, well, she might be able to put it there, but is that even worthy to be called a movie? Okay, let's even ignore that part now, yeah? Let's talk about the other part where she talked about BB Naija housemates have opened the eyes of Nigerian film actors and producers to influencing money. Guys, let's be very, very frank with each other. Do you know, or you might agree with me, you might choose not to agree with me, but do you know that you see this thing called influencing? It's been in existence for a while now. Like, people have been doing influencing jobs, influencing gigs here and there. The only thing is, they were not really making a lot of noise about it. They were not really loud about it. They were not really choking people with it like that. You know, people were basically just doing their influencing thing, doing their shit and getting their money, living their quiet lives. But since our dearly beloved BB Naija housemates started becoming aware of the influence they have over a group of persons who call themselves their fans or their fan base, they decided to start looking for ways to create bragging rights for their fan groups. Yes, and so in the process, whenever they are signed on to a brand, you know, for influencing jobs as brand ambassadors or whatever, what they do is they make a lot of noise about it. What that does is it automatically draws attention to the brand in particular. It also contributes or adds to the bragging rights of the fan base and also to the housemates themselves. So guys, it's not like BB Naija housemates actually created influencing. Nah, it's not like influencing actually started with BB Naija housemates. Nah, as a matter of fact, influencing has been in existence for a while now. All these things are just English, they're just grammar. Yes, before now it wasn't called influencing. It was called, you know, one representing a brand, one just standing, you know, at the forefront of the brand or being the face of a brand. Yes, so formerly it wasn't really called influencing. So when Katrina was saying all these things, guys, I was just like, sometimes Katrina just needs a filter. Like, she needs someone to filter the things that comes out of her mind before it even gets to her mouth, so that she's not going to open her mouth and go and yarn dust and then shoot herself in the leg and disgrace herself in the process. I actually like the response that this Nollywood actor actually dished out to her. This one is from Kiton Bukola. This person said, "Thank God for BBN. If not, you won't open your mouth to insult people who have been struggling for years to get fame. Just because you are fortunate to get there within few months due to Big Brother, you want to discredit them. Time will tell. Never use your grace to disgrace anyone." You see what this person said? This is very, very spot on. I mean, quite frankly, guys, I must give it to that actor for that sweet clapback. Because to be very frank with you all, if not for Big Brother Naija platform, who would know about Katrina, at least for now? We might hear about her, we might know about her in the future, probably 5 years later. Who knows? Maybe 3 years later. Who knows? But for now, if not for Big Brother Naija, who would have known about Katrina? But not just about Katrina, every other Big Brother Naija housemate. Who would have known about them? Maybe not a lot of people. Maybe people in their environment, maybe people in their, or people who follow them on their socials, maybe people that roll with them in their circle. Aside that, who would have known them around Africa? Who would have known them around the world? So it's the platform. And frankly, guys, it pains me every single time an ex-BB Naija housemate feels they've arrived. So because they now have a bit of fame, they now have a bit of clout, they feel they are in the right position to come and talk down on people, that have been in the entertainment industry for a long time, even most of their lives, struggling, striving to make a name for themselves, striving to make a living for themselves, they just feel like, oh, they can just come out and talk down on those people. Like, for real, come on. Like, people should be calming down, no? You see this fame, clout, publicity that comes with the BB Naija platform. It is a very, very short-termed one. For every season of the show, we have up to 20 people at least going into the house, into Biggie's mansion to participate in the competition every season. Now, calculate from season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we've had 6 seasons already. Calculate at least about maybe 60 persons that have participated on the show. How many of them can you count? Can you count up to at least 20 of them that are still relevant till today? I mean, Ebuka will always be the number one. There's Bisola, yes. Tacha, of course. But how many of them do you want to count that are still relevant to today? Guys, people should tell Katrina to be calming down. No. All these that she's doing up and down. Trust me, the more we have new seasons of the show, the more the fame and publicity will be shifting away from her, from people like her, especially, except she continues to thrive on her shady comments, her petty comments on social media. Probably that's just basically what's going to be keeping her afloat in the eyes of the media, because when I see tweets like that come from her, that's the first thing that comes to my mind, that okay, fine, this one is trying to just stay afloat. But guys, for real, how far now, Katrina? You know what? Just go ahead and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you all on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Glory Elijah. Have an amazing day. Bye.